Okay, let's continue to learn Attrasoft Image Learner. In the last several videos, we have built first 4-layer of a 5-layer architecture. This layer we get features from image segment. It's a 3x3 array, and then we combine feature together into 2x2 array, and then this is one single features. Then now we come to the last layer. This layer is the supervised learning layer, which the software will learn what is a match. Now, when we have 5 layers, that's a deep, it's considered the deep architecture. Then each layer, the features are blurred together. So as you move up the ladder, the architecture becomes less and less sensitive to the image details. As a result, we need as we train it, we need to set the parameter very tight. So here's our training set. We're just training once. We're not going to retrain it. Here's the regional data. We have images, which is part of the feature extraction data. In the data, we have most of the data are cars and houses. And then its match is we enlarge 50%. And we already covered several times how to automatically generate image variation data. So we're not going to cover it this time. Later, we're going to have a test. We have 4 tests. We have a fairly amount of cars and houses. So we expect to tag this as a car, tag this as a house. We have very few ship image and very few beach image, so we'll tag these two with nothing. So this is the data we're going to train. And again, this is a very small variation. So as we explained, when we have such a deep architecture, it becomes very insensitive to the details. That's why we push it. We put the training very tight. The process is exactly the same as the 4-layer architecture and 3-layer architecture. We have gone through this twice before, so let's go through this process again. Number 1 is the load features, feature loaded, and let's select test the images. So we put an image there. Let's go to the first layer, and this picture box is for the result. So we put the single key image, it will go to the layer 1. And now we just compute one image signature, and it will take a while because we have 5-layer architecture. Okay, so it's test okay. So we bring this train folder to the third picture box. Okay, so this is the test images. So we are going to get image signatures. So we're going to get image signatures, and then we already, as we generate variation data, we also generate this matching files. This is a computer-generated matching files. So with these 2 files, we're going to train this layer. So right now, let's get the image signature first, which basically establish a representation. Oops, that's the wrong one. I clicked the wrong button, sorry. So we're at step 5, so let's start. Okay, we're starting to compute image signatures. And this step is going to take a while, and once we finished, we'll come back for this step to continue to the training. Okay, now we finished step 5, get image signatures. So we simply open it. The next step is open 2 files. These are 2 files required for teach the software what is a match. One is the image signature files, which contains 2,000 image signatures. These images were matched with these images. Another is the matching file, tell you which to match which. So this is the matching pairs, and this is image signatures. So those two are all right. Now we're going to train the software. Click Train. So it take a while to train. Should take a few seconds to train it. Still training. We're still training. Let's get ready for testing. So here's testing folder. Okay, training complete. Now, as we said earlier, these are 5-layer architecture, so we want to set the parameter very tight. So we're not going to retrain this layer anymore. So we're just trained with 2,000 image. That's good. So we're going to do a test. And so the training is over. So this layer is built. We have built 5 layers. Now we're going to test. Here's the same procedure as before. So to start with, step 1, we load the feature. Okay, feature loaded. And now we're going to select test image to test. Before that, let's set the parameter a bit tight. So here, change the threshold to 96. Okay. So here's our test images. We have fairly amount of car and house, almost no peach image, no ship image. So we should tag this as a house, and tag this as car, and nothing tag those two. Generally speaking, when you have multiple layers, you set very tight parameters, and you basically tag a portion of the image. You don't expect all image to be tagged, but you tag a portion of the image, then you can retrain the system. So we go to, this is layer 1. Let's go to layer 5, and we load layer 6, testing layer. So we select the image. We already selected the folder and get the image. We're just use the same image library we did a training. So we use the image library. We're just using the same thing, the 2,000 image right here. Okay, and these. So we already obtained those, and now we load the library. So we are loading the library. So these 2 steps basically creating a new library, and we're just use the library we use for training. Okay, now the library is loaded. Step 5, select the image, which we already did. And let's do a whole image 1-to-n match. So it's going to take some time. Okay, the matching is over. and we get 29 matches. This is the first, second, so it's matched all the houses. So it's basically saying we are tagging this as a we're tagging this image as a house, so that tagged correctly. And let's do something else. Since we don't have much beach images, so let's put a beach image there. Let's see, what do we tag for. Let's do a 1 to M match. Okay, so we finished the computation. The match is on itself, so that's not many beach images in there, so we didn't tag anything out. This is the only thing. And the next step, we're basically creating this redistributable software. And we basically click this button, and it says create software, and we do that. Going to take some while. This step is the same as the 4-layer architecture and the 3-layer architecture. It's going to take some time because it has a lot of layers. Okay, so now the software is created, and to summarize what we have done, we have built a 5-layer architecture, we made a test, and then we created the software, and now all what we have to do is open the software. So this is the software we just created, and it's exactly the same as the 3-layer architecture and the 4-layer architecture, and then we can do a final test, and that will be it. Okay, so here the step 1, basically 4 or 5 steps, that's all it takes. And so we do an initialization first. When we do initialization, it will load all the features for the 5 layers. It also loads the last library. And if you want to build your own library, you will select a folder and create a image signature here. As you finish creating this image signature, it will be loaded automatically. Then we create a test image and then search. The initialization will take a while, so we will come back when it's done. Okay, we have finished the initialization. Again, we're going to set up the parameter as 96. Threshold 96, make it a little bit higher, and we select this image to the second text box, which is this, and then we're doing a whole image search. So this is a simplified version. You build the deep learning architecture, but in the end you put all architecture in this simple software, which take about 5-6 steps. If even you do every step, it take about a 6 step to operate. Initialize, which load the parameters, select a folder, and which compute the image library, signature library. After that, it automatically load. You select the image and do a whole image search or do a partial image search. So we have a complete this. So let's see, we have so that's 29 matches right here, which is identical to the result earlier. And all the result this is the first image original, so this doesn't count, and match a bunch of houses, which tag this image as a house. And this complete this video guide. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.